wasn't ready.
Yo, that is brilliant. What is going on, everybody? And welcome back to the Pushing Media interview podcast, sort of episode 2. Obviously powered by Social Esports. Shout out to those guys. And we've got a very special guest for this second week. As you can tell by the title, the rising Twitch star. And of course, that is the Caramel Gamer, or Barry, as some of you people may know his name, or whether you don't. How's it going, man?
I'm very good, man. Thank you for having me, guys. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, I'm hella excited. I really am.
That's good, man. Obviously, you've been streaming for quite a while. As I think we all can see your charisma as well. I've got to say, it's amazing. Like the vibes you bring to your streams, and literally right now in this Discord, which they don't know about, like, you have them vibes, and I can imagine that is what made you get like as far as you are now.
Yeah, I think 14 months now I've been going. Personally, I just want to be myself. I just want to showcase myself. I don't want to be anything different. I don't want to put on a show for anyone. Just be myself. And if you like it, then you like it. If you don't, you don't. That's life. You know?
It really is as simple as that. It is what it is. Some people will never like it. Most people always will, and obviously with your charisma, as you said, being yourself, it's got you this far, and it's working out very, very well for you. A quick thing to you guys, though, in the chat as well. If you do have any questions for the Caramel Gamer, of course, feel free to put them in. We will list them off as we go through this interview. Of course, we're only going to be giving the somewhat PG ones, so let's try to keep it appropriate, to say the least. But to talk about you, I mean, get the people a little bit of a background information about you, age and where you're from and etc.
Got you. I'm 24 years old, born and raised in South Africa. Believe it or not, I moved to the UK to actually play cricket. So I used to play, I still do play cricket. I came over as like a semi-professional. So that was my living when I first came to the UK. And then I would probably say last year I started watching a few other streamers like the big name CD and the Third, Hamlins, and I was like, you know what, this personality is it's very similar to mine. I can do this. So and that's literally where it took off. I thought, let me start streaming, and yeah, that's literally my story.
So what happened with the cricket then?
I don't know, bro. It's just a lot of effort for me, to be honest with you.
Play Fortnite.
Bro, exactly. Yeah, I enjoy cricket. I'll still play it in the on and off time, but like realistically, right now, streaming is my main focus. Yeah. And kind of creating content.
I mean, I can see why it's working out very well for you. I seen a clip the other day. One thing I have to point out: 400. You broke 400 subs, was it? And that it was a very heart-filling clip, if I'm saying that right. Like the way you reacted, it just showing how much it means to you. Obviously, we haven't got that clip right now, so apologies to you guys at home. But if you do want to see it, I'm pretty sure it's on your Twitter. And I mean, what was your emotions going through that? Because that looked it was just so like heartwarming to see, and you could see how much it meant to you, like within yourself.
Yeah, I couldn't hold back the tears, man. Like every streamer out there will know exactly what I'm talking about. Grinding every day, in and out, countless amount of hours. I just really think I've been very lucky. I've been surrounded with some really, really nice people, and it genuinely has changed my life. Yeah, I honestly, I've just been very lucky. I still to this day, I don't know what I do to deserve the kind of support I get, but I'm just very, very, very honored and grateful. Correct words to say.
I mean, I think it's your personality, and as you said, being yourself, it's always about that. There's a lot of people out there, that will shy away from doing certain things on stream, or will certain lock off a part of their emotions or life. And obviously, if you're looking to do it full time, as you said, you've got the right charisma and personality to go about it. Obviously, with how you are, it's truly amazing to see what you've accomplished in such a short time as well. I mean, literally, the title talks for itself, the rising Twitch star.
I appreciate it, man.
Thank you. It's all good, man. So obviously, you started off, I believe, with Radiant Esports. Was that your first organization you joined?
First organization, Radiant Esports. Realistically, that was the turning point in my career when I emailed Nathan. I think I was averaging about 5 to 10 viewers per stream. He obviously opened me up to a bigger audience. Everybody else in Radiant was literally behind me from the first day I joined the group chat. But yeah, my turning point was 100% Radiant, and I will always flip and love Radiant. Every single one who was a part of it. And yeah, of course, especially Nathan. As much as I hate to admit it, because I hate the guy, but yeah, he definitely skyrocketed my career.
Yeah, and obviously with the closure of Radiant, I imagine you've now looked elsewhere, and I believe it's 21 Carats Gaming you've joined, if I'm saying that correct.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I think it came to a point where Nathan, well, from last podcast, it just came to a point when it was just too much for him. And I could see it myself, and we had a chat about it, and he was like, yeah, we're probably going to end it and everything like that. So I did have other organizations in mind. 21 Carats, the owner himself, he's literally supported me since day one. I think he rated me sometime last year when I just started. And from then we've clicked. He's got something special happening. He's got a few big Twitch streamers, a few big YouTubers joining. And yeah, I just see a lot of potential in 21K, 100%.
Was that like a hard move for you to make? Like that decision that you wanted to go solo for a bit, or was it that you wanted to join an org straight away, etc.? Like, obviously with it closing and Radiant being such a big part of your life, what was sort of your mind process within, what was good for you, what was the best for your streams, what was the best for you, going elsewhere or going solo? Like, was that a hard decision to sort of get to, or?
Good question. I personally don't think as a streamer you do need to be behind an org. That's personally, but you know what I mean? People can take that out of context, but I personally don't think you actually need an org. I see everyone grinding for different kind of orgs. It's not necessary. Your content will obviously attract people regardless of who you're streaming for, but it wasn't a big thing. I wanted to stay solo for a bit, but 21K reached out to me while I was with Radiant, and I said, I'm happy where I am. I don't really want to move. But as soon as Radiant ended, they came to me and said, what are your thoughts and everything? And I just thought it would be it is the right decision for me, 100%.
Yeah. So how long have you been with them now?
2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. Hasn't been too long.
Okay, yeah, I watched the announcement video on your Twitter. It's a cool video as well. So obviously now with 21 Carats Gaming, that's going to be like you for a while, or hopefully forever, considering where it goes or where, the organization goes itself. So obviously you are happy where you are at.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm very, very, very happy. I wouldn't have it any other way, to be honest. Yeah, it's 100%. I thought it was the right move for me because being with Radiant, the audience was very UK. And moving on to 21K, the audience is more America, and yeah, America's the right way to say it. So it was a different audience altogether. So yeah, why not reach? Let your content reach different locations?
100%. Content reaches every single platform you could ever possibly imagine in every part of the world. So good thinking on that one. The first question coming in from the Twitch chat, though, it's Bane Merchant. Hello, Barry. My name is Bane. Nice. Bane, nice. Okay. So my question is, when are you coming to America?
When am I coming to? Bane is one of my. This man's been following me for over a year, so
okay.
Yeah, he literally knows everything about me. Coming to America will probably be TwitchCon. The next TwitchCon in America, I probably will be going to. Yeah, that's the first question. So next year, 100%.
Okay. The follow-on question from that also is, what is also your plans for growth as far as your channel goes? Slash, you're gonna play more games, do more reaction videos, and any vlogs.
Yeah, good question. It's been playing on my mind for some time, but I think my Twitch channel has come to not a standstill, but there comes a certain point where you're averaging a certain amount of viewers and you need to try push over that. Otherwise, you're obviously going to start falling off. So I have loads of ideas. I'm expanding obviously to YouTube. So I'm going to be creating content at least once a week. That's what I'm pushing myself for, at least releasing one video a week on YouTube. Vlogs, I will be only vlogging different events. So Insomnia, I'll be vlogging. TwitchCon EU, I'll be vlogging. Anything that really I can create content with. If I meet other streamers, I will be vlogging. More games. I am looking to move into Overwatch, Apex, and I want to dabble in Call of Duty, but I'm absolutely trash at shooting. So I just stick to dancing, bro.
I mean, listen, you've got to start somewhere. maybe get into a bot lobby. It might help. Who knows?
Yeah, I need as much help as possible.
Another question coming in from Kyle KB. Do you have a day job?
I do.
What is it
I
you do?
hate my day job. I work in customer service, so literally every single fucking day of my life I get screamed at. So this is why it reminds me about this grind and why I want to do this full time.
I mean, it's good motivation, you know, when you have a certain day job and you are where you're at now. You know, you can see, you know, it's going somewhere. It's taken off. It's taken off, and it is taking off as well. You can see yourself. It's going somewhere. So that little bit of motivation as well, I can imagine, is always also good for you.
Yeah, it is. It's everything. But I'm pushing everything towards creating content for, and that is my main goal at the moment. But yeah, it's difficult without being able to, you know, confirm a salary at the end of every month. That is probably the only thing that's holding me back. If I hit partner, I'll look at my girlfriend, and there's realistically nothing that will stop me from getting at least a part-time job to at least stream a bit more and create a bit of content on the side.
I respect that. Another question coming in. When is Barry gonna get a better hairline?
Oh, fucking ignore that.
Don't ask if you don't wanna, just from Becca. Now, I see a lot of this about your hairline on Twitter, in the Twitch chats. Explain it. Come on.
I'll tell you who started it. I don't know if you know Mad Hatters.
No,
Mad Hatters is one of my main boys, one of the biggest supporters I could ever ask for. But that motherfucker started this out of nowhere, bro, and it literally blew up. Like, I think I took my cap off for one stream, and from then, fuck me, I'll never take a cap off a stream ever again, bro. Ever again. I don't know where it's come from.
I mean, it's definitely stuck. I think it's like every stream someone has to say it, and then even, you know, announcing that you was doing this interview, the comments like hairline.
Fuck's sake, bro. Fuck's sake.
I mean, we've got another question about the hair, sort of. How real is that hat you've got on, Kappa?
100% fake. I'm not bothered about materialistic shit. I don't care about being in the fanciest clothes or driving the nicest car. I'm happy with what's happening in my life. This thing was like £10 off eBay. Respect the fucking grind. You won't know it's fake unless you actually have it in your hands. Trust.
I respect it. A question I have for you is, so at what point, you know, throughout your career now on Twitch, streaming, etc., where was the point that you stopped for a second and something happened, say, you know, a following, your subs, as we mentioned earlier? What was that point where you sat and thought, I could do this, or wow, this is insane, in that sort of context, if you know what I mean?
I'd say probably the biggest turning point for me was when I hit 100 subs. I think we jumped from about 60 to 101 stream, and yeah, that was literally out of this world, man. Like, you can imagine every great accomplishment. It blew me away. And just seeing everybody, it's not one person supporting my channel, it's loads of people. And yeah, for people just to obviously gestures like that just blow me out of this world. To gift a subscription to someone you've never spoken to, never know, or never will do, it literally it blows me away.
I can imagine now, obviously going from 100, you went to 200 to 300, and obviously you hit the 400 as what we mentioned earlier. Yeah. And as I said, we've seen the reaction. You can see it on Barry's Twitter if you want to go find it. It's definitely worth the watch because it is really heartfelt, and you can see how much it does mean to you and how much it meant to you so far on the journey.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to host the channel just so you could actually, so if anyone's online, they can see.
That's all good. Question coming in from the Twitch chat. Mm-hmm. When will you be releasing the Caramel Gamer merch?
Is that so difficult? Yeah.
That's something that's in the works, or?
It is. It's difficult with merch, man. Like, I really want to, but I don't know how to approach it. I've never had to do stuff like this. My mum is into it, but I don't know, bro. I don't know how to approach it. I really should. I think it's just lazy on my behalf. But yeah, I'm collabing with 21K, so we will be obviously selling a lot of 21K with the Caramel Gamer merch and everything like that. So yeah.
Okay. Another one coming in. Obviously, you don't have to answer this. How much does his setup cost? I mean, that sounds like it's pointed at me, but I don't know. So throw it to you.
How much does my setup cost? Very, very lucky, bro. I don't know. I'm not in the best position. You know what I mean? I pay a lot of bills and everything like that. I moved to the country on my own, so every bit of equipment literally means the absolute world to me. So my chair, that was bought by somebody. This monitor I'm looking at the moment, it was from work. Like my boss said, you can take this monitor. We don't use it. My PC was 600 quid. I bought it secondhand off Facebook when I first started streaming. Yeah, it's actually not a lot if you think about it. 600 quid. One monitor is 20 quid. This is 60 hertz, which is about below 50 quid. That was free. So yeah, below $1,000 really. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think you need the best of setups to actually stream. Just be grateful for whatever you have. Yeah,
100%. It does the trick for you. So
true. You don't need to fix something that's not broken, innit?
And you don't need to overprice it either.
Yes, sir.
Question: will the hairline be on the hood of the hoodie?
Fuck's sake! Who's asked that? Who fucking asked that?
Was just Sin.
Fucking Sin, you prick. No, it won't. It won't. I might actually do that for banter. That'll be fun.
Radiant Nova, of course, he had to stop by. Please remove that hat, Barry. And Connor. No, okay, I'm not doing that. But Barry, if you want to,
I would love to slap this kid so hard, Genuinely, bro. If one person in the world I would love to knock out, it would be Nathan, 100%.
No, it's... So you talked earlier about obviously expanding into different games,
Yes, sir.
When will that be going down? Have you got anything on that, or?
I don't know if you've caught any of my streams lately. I've found that I was Fortnite customs, all of that. That was good for growth to a certain extent. I wouldn't say fake viewers because a lot of the people I've met through customs are still in my chat today, but I think it only gets you to a certain point with your community. So I will be moving into different games, but at the moment I am mainly just chatting. I think we've had 2 or 3 streams now where I've literally just chatted for 3 hours, being able to connect with people that I've never actually spoken to in chat.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's built a lot of friendships now, and a lot of connections that were there but not escalated. I haven't answered the question at all, but I will be before the end of this year or probably the beginning of next year, I will be moving into either Call of Duty or it will be Overwatch. I'm quite interested in Overwatch at the moment.
Okay, and obviously, you're doing your just chatting shows, or I think I've seen one you was doing a reaction videos.
Yeah.
Is that something that's going to be going down a lot more as well? Because that's really new to you as well, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Good question. Thank you for jumping in. I appreciate it. Literally just interacting. As much as I can get my viewers and my supporters involved in the stream, either showing their clips or anything like that. I'm going to start branching out into that and at least doing 1 to 2 days where I try give back, you know what I mean? Try put their clips on stream and everything like that. The amount of support they show me, I might as well try my best to give it back in that way.
100%. And the vlogs as well that you mentioned. Is that something you've done before or no?
Never. But I don't know. There's something about just recording myself that I love to. I really enjoy because I just absolute grease. So I can literally talk all day, bro. So I feel as if doing a vlog would suit my personality quite well.
So 100% on the vlogs.
100%, 120%.
120%. I love that. Best org you have ever been in from Nova?
I'll probably say when I was solo. No, I'm joking. Already spoke. Actually been a part of that conversation. So yeah. Well, you know what? I've only been in Radiant so far, so I can't really say anything about 21K. But yeah, as we said, my turning point in my career was Radiant, and yeah, I'll always be flipping grateful towards Radiant. And I don't want to say it, but Nathan too.
100%. I think that's just Nathan just, clouting his ego a little bit. Just, we've got to soothe it sometimes.
Exactly.
Another question coming in. When is Boy Better Know BFS going to return?
Yo, you know what? That was my first PSN name, bro.
That's your first PSN name?
Ever. Boy better know BFS. Barry Forrester Smith. I'm a joker, bro. Fuck's sake.
Would you ever think of doing a cooking with the caramel stream? Can you cook?
Shout. Nah, bro. I can do like cereal, but that's about it, you know.
You don't cook cereal, bro. Oh my god.
You know what? I can't. This is why I can't do this shit, bro. I don't think I could ever do a cooking stream.
I mean, you've answered this question earlier, but do you play any sports? I mean, do you play actually? Do you play any other sports apart from cricket?
Yeah, I was that I was
kid.
a sporty, that kid. Yeah. I don't really like talking about it because obviously it's quite arrogant and shit. But I was offered sponsorships and everything for schools, so I was good at football, cricket, rugby. I've got a rugby video on YouTube at the moment, which is quite good. But yeah, I used to play a lot of sports. Everything I used to do was sport related. So yeah, I played everything.
And so coming, from an athletic sporting background, obviously, I can imagine when you was younger, that's really where your head was at. Your ideal dream as a kid, you want to be a footballer, you want to be a rugby star, you want to be somewhat footballer on that like sport level star. When was it that you found, you started to find your love for gaming? Like, at what age did you actually get into, like, oh my god, like games exist?
I've always been a gamer, and I think everyone else has who's situation, you know what I mean? The sleepovers you used to have with your boys playing FIFA, wrestling, whatever it could be, dude. I was always there. My dad never believed in PlayStations and shit like that, so I literally used to just binge at my friends' houses and just play for weeks, weekend and everything. So I've always had a love for gaming, literally as soon as I could play, to be honest. So yeah, it's just been a balance in between two.
Can you remember the first ever game you played?
Good question. Shit. I'm gonna go safe. I think it was like Mario Kart. I don't know. And you?
I couldn't tell you. I think it would have been Crash Bandicoot. I think that was on my sort of line when I was younger. I think that's the first sort of game I went to. Over that, or I'm going to play it safe and Mario Kart.
Mario Kart's got to be.
It's just the safest option. What was the first console that you ever owned then?
PSP.
I was not expecting that. But
yeah, I know.
PSP.
Yeah, PSP. I used to play that PS1. You know the one when you pressed it and the thing did this. But PSP was the first one I owned.
What did you move on to after that? Is that when you started hitting like your Xboxes, your PS4? Have you ever had an Xbox?
Nah, PlayStation all the way, man.
You've never had an Xbox?
Nah, I never touched that dead thing. Nah, that controller scares me, bro. That controller shouldn't be that big.
I respect it. A question coming in from your man Bane. What would it take for you to move to the US? I'm guessing he's meaning, on a streaming level, large sponsorship, apparently. That's what he's asking.
Yeah, I would possibly be one of the hardest decisions I'd have to make. Look at Nathan's comment. You wrestled with your friends at sleepovers? Okay, buddy. I would 100%. I've got a girlfriend though, so I've been with her for 5 years. It would possibly be one of the hardest decisions I would ever have to make. But I'm looking out for sponsors. I think that's probably the first step of moving into doing this full time. So yeah, pretty much any sponsor I could get, I would grab it quite quickly. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
To anyone out there.
Just saying.
He's just shooting his shots at anybody out there that happens to see this.
Exactly.
Matrix 2 Fruity. Do you remember the first time I ever slapped you in a game?
Yeah, Matrix is goated. He's also one of the boys.
What game was it?
Fortnite. Yeah. I'll give him his second of clout.
That's actually a good shout for Matrix. Simpsons Hit and Run.
So I don't think I played it though.
You've never played it?
No, I haven't.
No way.
No, I don't think I have.
Surely.
I don't know. I'll have to see what the game looks like. I don't remember,
All right, Nathan's actually sending a decent question. Thanks, Nath. Best experience in your career so far?
Best experience of my career? It's a weird one. I'd probably say the first time I met majority of the Radiant members at Insomnia I-65, I think it was last year. That was dope. When we were all together taking a photo, it genuinely warmed my heart. And yeah, just walking around with my Radiant top and people knowing who we were at Insomnia was possibly one of the proudest moments of my gaming career. Yeah.
I respect it. 13-day live stream with question marks.
No, I don't remember that.
He definitely wasn't involved in that one. Sorry.
Don't remember that.
I see you got a llama to your left. Or is that your right? That's your right.
Oh, why did you point that out, Who do you think bought this for me? Guess.
Nathan. Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah. He's got a crush on me, man. I genuinely. But it's cute.
I mean, you find weird relationships within this gaming community.
100%.
It sort of just happens that way. And obviously now with yours blowing up, and actually, what question I want to know? You mentioned earlier when you joined, it was averaging 5 to 10 viewers. What would you say you on a normal just day average now?
I'd say around 30 to 40. But that's where it's literally a standstill for me where I can either get an extra 20 to 30 viewers per stream, and I think that the best way to approach that is via YouTube. So I don't know. It's something that literally plays on my mind every single day. I think it does for every streamer. How do you grow your stream? But yeah, that's my main approach. So yeah, obviously rating helped me a lot. Yeah, as I say, I'll always be grateful towards Radiant.
Yeah.
It 100% was the moment my streaming career took off.
So the next step you would say with you and content creating would be you now branching out to YouTube and getting down like YouTube videos and vlogs, etc.
Stream highlights, vlogs, YouTube videos, anything in regards to that. Yeah.
Would you wait to go to like an event to do a vlog, or do you think you could start doing like not daily vlogs per se? Because I mean, maybe you just don't want to do daily vlogs, but like, you think you could just do like random, a day in the life, a random vlog like that, or do you think you would have to be like going to an event or something to do with gaming to sort of get a vlog out?
I think it's a good question. I think it would have to be gaming related. I don't see how it would be entertaining just the day in the life. You know what I mean? I don't know what I would do. But if you have other people around you, obviously you can always bounce off that as well, which would probably be best for content purposes. So yeah, it would be gaming.
A recent stream you done was your makeup.
That blew up. Did you see that?
Yeah.
These guys like some fruity stuff, bro.
How did that come about?
So it got to a point where in my stream I thought, you know what, we were getting a lot of people, generous people doing stuff. Obviously you do stuff to make the streamer feel good, but I thought, why not add a bit of a twist to it where if something crazy happens, we do like a spin wheel or something like that. And that's what it was. So it was between I hate pineapple on pizza, I don't think that should.
I'm not with it either.
Nah,
we're together, don't worry.
100%. Yeah. So it was either that on stream, my missus does my makeup, or just a liter of water on my head. And yeah, we had a poll and everyone voted for the makeup. So that's where it came from.
You think you'll do the pineapple on pizza on stream?
Nah, dead it. Unless, nah, it's got to be something ridiculous, bro. I don't, that shit ain't for me. 100% no,
bro. Please get clown makeup. Would you do clown makeup? And just do a stream in it? Like, I don't know, like, would you? I mean, you've done normal makeup, so it's not really a difference.
Yeah, I think, like, realistically with my streams, I'm trying my absolute best for every stream to be different. You know what I mean? Where if you click on my channel, you don't know what the hell you're going to get. And you know what I mean? And that's where I think a lot of people maybe see it the exact same way. I'm either flipping You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try. Anything that I can switch it up, I would 100% do it. So why not?
I'm with that. Bane wants to know, what donation goal will we have for you to hit? Well, what would they have to hit for you to get a tattoo?
He's actually caught me out because I owe the tattoo. It was 300 subs. Yeah, I will be getting one. I'm just waiting for the right moment. It should be before the end of this year.
Any idea what it will be? Or
probably remembrance of my grand. So it'll be probably writing or something like that. But bro, I got an earring and that shit hurt. So I don't know how the hell I'm gonna do a tattoo. But it should be fun. It should be fun.
Matrix 2 Fruity, how do we meet you at
How do we meet you at Insomnia?
Just see you,
it's just a LAN event.
Just simple as message him, seeing where he is, I suppose.
Yeah, easy.
Until he completely blows up, he gets his own booth, and then you can wait in a line.
Imagine. Bro.
I mean, never rule it out.
I'd never switch up like that. No ways. Never.
What is it that motivates you to sort of do what you do? Because as I said earlier, your charisma, it's very unique. Just your streams alone and your personality alone, like you're a very happy and bubbly person, which is fantastic for your streams and obviously fantastic for your mentality and soul. But what is it that motivates you to actually be like that? So even off stream as well and on stream.
Nathan will know. I'm genuinely like this person. Like it takes a lot for me to be down. I'm just about positive vibes, man. As long I get a kick out of seeing people smile, as creepy as that sounds. You know what I mean? I enjoy making people laugh. It's literally I like being probably center of the attention is probably the best way to put it. But I like to make people laugh. Man, we're living. There's no reason to be sad. You know what I mean?
100%.
You just got to be happy for grateful. Be happy for what you've got in life, and yeah, if you ever feeling down, just talk to somebody. I'm always here. My DMs are always open. But yeah, just be yourself. Be happy. There's yeah. One more time.
Yeah. Would you make a freestyle album? If so, I want 10. Wait, is that something you've got involved in before?
No, I can't freestyle for shit.
That all? Have you gave it an attempt before?
Yeah. I killed a few beats, but you know what I mean? I got to concentrate on my streaming. No, I'm joking. I'm trash. I can't rap. I love rap music. I love grime. I love UK music, but no, I've never been really into rapping or anything like that.
I mean, I've got an idea for you, mainly for Bane. Do a YouTube video for him, play a whole Fortnite game, and you're not allowed to stop singing.
Shit! That's content. Connor, we're gonna link up. I got some. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Yo, I need to do that, bro.
I mean, that's just the first idea that comes to mind when I've seen freestyle. I was wondering if you've ever dabbled in it. So
somebody please clip that. I need that. I'm gonna do that.
I mean, there you go. That's £10.
Dope idea. I'll give you credit. Don't stress. That's dope. I like that.
Nah, man, that's all good. So, I mean, as far as Twitch and YouTube goes, your life outside, you mentioned is she like a supporter of you, like a huge fan? Does she motivate you to do well?
Yeah, I'm big time under the thumb. So when she says jump off, I gotta jump off.
Stop streaming.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's down, man. She's happy. I mean, every bit of support I get from streaming obviously goes towards bills, and everything like that. And I think she understands that to a certain extent. That I could be like a lot of my friends that are out with the boys every weekend.
Yeah.
With the lads, but I'm not. I'm usually just up here playing my game. So if she ever wants to come chat to me, I'm right here. So she probably appreciates that, but she's very, very supportive, man. Like, I stream about 3 to 4 times a week, maybe 4 or 5 if she's happy with it. So yeah, it clicks. It works really well.
Has she ever been on your stream apart from the makeup?
No, she don't like the camera. No, she don't.
So she won't be in no vlogs.
Nah. She don't like the camera.
I mean, obviously, it's good that you have that, though. Regardless, Alice loves me, man. Keyword loves from, of course, Nathan.
Fucking hell. Hasn't he got Minecraft or something to go play?
I mean, it'll bother me to play League of Legends.
Is that what you guys playing at the moment?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, see, literally waiting to play League. I know the kid too well lately. I mean, obviously, with the support you get from, your girlfriend, obviously, and just your Twitch chat alone, it's obviously highly motivating for you to get on. And as you said, your main thing, you like to make people laugh. So to branch out of, as you said, you don't want to fall behind and you don't want to be in a standstill. And so what's like, instead of like, not, I know you've said you're branching to different games, but what would you say now is the next big thing that you would take to do on Twitch to sort of push your limits more and push the boundaries more?
One of the literally, that is a mad question, that is mad. I have no freaking idea, bro. And if you know, please tell me. I've got loads of ideas. Like, it's obviously, as I said, there's a lot of things I want to do. YouTube is, as I say, the main thing I'm going to be working on. Social media as well. Instagram is one of the biggest things at the moment for me too. I'm obviously trying to, the bigger you're following, obviously, the more people you attract as well. So I'm trying to build on that. So yeah, I'd say social media, content. I've even moved to TikTok, bro. That's how deep the grind is. You know what I mean? So yes, social media, YouTube, and I'd probably say one of the biggest things that I think I've done really well is networking, which a lot of people don't actually speak about. Networking in relation to actually creating friendships instead of meeting other streamers. Realistically on Twitch, people who watch your stream, majority of the time are streamers themselves.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Creating a friendship where people actually want to come chat to you every day, it's one of the biggest things. So I'm always out there trying to meet new people, just chat to people, and obviously just create a bond. That's one of the biggest things I took into account when I first started streaming. But yeah, I'm aiming for a sponsor as well, and preferably a sponsor in peripherals. That's the main thing I'm looking for. But yeah, I think sponsor, to answer your question, sponsor, hopefully that'll push me to maybe do something full time. It's difficult. Obviously, the UK is really social media. I need to grow my social medias, and then content creation on YouTube. Those are the main three things I'm going to be working on. Hopefully, they will help my Twitch channel.
What would you say is the most bizarre thing that you would do on stream? But do you have any limits, basically? Do you have boundaries or limits? Like, are you just up for anything?
Yeah, bro. I don't think there's anything that would stop me.
Apart from pineapple on a pizza.
Bro, I won't eat that shit. No ways.
That's just the one thing.
There's everything, bro. Like, I don't know if I've had some crazy clips, man. I did like a stone cold stunner with water like the other day, bro. There's no limits, man. And I think as long as you're not going over the top and being unnecessary, you literally, it's what I do, man. Anything to make people make their day, at least something different on Twitch, which is one of the main things I always go on about. Everyone can sit there and just play a game, you know what I mean? You have to stand out now. Mm-hmm. It's possibly one of the hardest things because everyone now has a streamer that you turn Twitch on, you know who you're watching. And for you to build your audience now, it's possibly one of the hardest things to do. It's nearly impossible. So yeah, stand out. I'll do pretty much anything, man. Obviously within the guidelines TOS and everything. You know what I mean?
Obviously, to touch upon what you just said there about I forgot what I was about to say now.
What
you've lost
standing out?
I've just lost. That's the one. So obviously, touch up about standing out. Obviously, when you first started, as a lot of streamers will know, and I think a lot of streamers sort of not struggle, but they don't really get it. So to touch upon what you said about having to stand out. Obviously, when you first started, you know yourself that it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Like you can't turn your stream on unless you're up there and you get that instant 5,000, 10,000, 500, etc. Where was your point in starting to stream where you just straight let go of everything and was just completely you from the start, or was that something that come in later, like when you realized that you have to be unique in this industry because you said you have to be, and that's something it seems that you've thought clearly a lot about and on?
When I first started out, I had a few clips. Realistically, I will always thank some of my IRL friends who used to check in and see how everything was going. They would watch my stream and be like, bro, it's boring. There's nothing that stands out. You're playing a game. I can literally turn on my PlayStation and just play the game. I don't need to watch you. Which literally, it spoke levels. I was like, you know what? They're right. I wouldn't watch this. So I tried to incorporate everything, bro, in regards to dancing at random times. Boy, Joey D's in the chat, best dance I've ever seen. If you have a look through his content, you will literally see how he's possibly one of the best content creators of our time. We just don't know yet. And yeah, it's one of those things you really need to stand out. And yeah, I'd say that's probably when one of my friends said, "Listen, this is boring. You need to do something to make a name for yourself and just be yourself, because you're not like this. You don't just sit and play a game."
And that's the sort of realism you need in your life. Instead of the just yes people, you need that people that will tell you you have to change it up. And that happened for you and it worked. And obviously you're in a great position now. You're doing great on your streams. Obviously we have YouTube starting, so we can all look forward to that. One more question from the chat though, from Bane. Would you do a Bean Boozle challenge or a Guess That Food challenge with your spouse or another person? Obviously not the spouse because you don't like the cameras, but with another person or just you.
Yeah, that's I will be. Anything in regards to content challenge. I've managed. I don't know why I'm getting this out, but
go on.
I haven't copped one of them, but I finally got my camera that I can start recording. So I literally have no excuse now. So yeah, fingers crossed. The grind starts now, bro.
100%. I mean, everyone's just literally seeing it here first now. You have the camera there, so we're going to be expecting that content real soon.
Trust me, I'll be back here same time next year. I'll tell you how everything's going.
In a much bigger space as well.
I'd hope so. Fingers crossed, man.
A much bigger platform. Obviously, for the interview, I'm out. So, is there anything that you would like to just say to people that have tuned in, or to the people that support you and watch, etc.?
Yeah, thank you to everyone who's come out. I really do appreciate it. Joey D says, "How do you pull yourself through?" Shit, can I answer that?
Ooh, yeah, of course, bro. Go for it.
Yeah,
I didn't see it. That's my bad.
How do you pull yourself through the emotional roller coaster of Twitch? That's a really, really good question, bro. Because I think every single streamer on Twitch doubts themselves pretty much every time. To this day, before I press live, I'm like, what if this stream is not as good as the last one? Or
I mean, it goes to what I said earlier about starting out. You can't turn it on, and you've got the 5K. Sometimes you turn it on, and you've got that 2, you've got that 5.
That's true. It to this day, I'd still, you know what I mean. Certain days are horrible, and you're like, is there anything doing? You just got to stay real to yourself. I think it comes down to how much do you actually want this, and how much do you want to make a name for yourself. Yeah, it's such a hard thing to actually talk about every single go. It definitely shows. If you have the drive and determination, I don't think you can stop this platform really. But yeah, I don't think you can ever answer that question because it's literally so difficult. It plays on everyone's mind, really.
It's just something you've got to get through.
Yeah, true.
You've just got to carry on being yourself and click start and then click stop when you're done.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. But to wrap it up, as you was about to go into it, is there anything, to say to people that are tuned in for you and obviously the fans that are here for you with your clout?
Thank you to everyone. And to you boys at Pushing Media, I really, really do appreciate the opportunity. Thank you for coming to me as well. I love what you boys are doing here. So, yeah, appreciate if you need anything from me, you give me a shout. yeah, it's incredible. You guys keep doing your thing, man.
Much appreciated, well, Barry. Thank you for coming on. Obviously, for you guys watching at home, that will conclude episode 2 of the Pushing Media interview / podcast. The rising Twitch star, obviously the Caramel Gamer, Barry, as some of you guys know him. I'm pretty sure this video now will be live on YouTube tomorrow. So when that is out, you can feel free to go watch that. And of course, as always, we have to blast those social medias. Do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube. It's all in the panels down below. And of course, to the Twitter as well, to be notified about who our next week guest is. And I mean, what time it will be next week. But apart from that, shout out to Socially Esports for powering this Pushing Media episode as well. And of course, yet again, thank you to you, Barry, for coming on.
Much love, bro. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And see you later, everybody.
Cheers.